Now, moving away from all the politics, a very interesting discussion has been sparked by Kerala's Chief Secretary, Sarada Muraleedharan, where she hit out over people making fun of her skin color. She hit out at social media users, ridiculing her for her dark complexion and colorist barbs, comparing her work with that of her husband. There you can see her husband, the former Kerala Chief Secretary, V. Venu. She in fact took over from him, and that's when people started commenting on the difference in their skin color. She succeeded him as the top bureaucrat in the state. In a long post on Facebook, the 1990 batch IS officer said that she heard a comment on her performance and that it is as black as my husband's was white. Through her statement, she tore into the deep-seated prejudice against dark skin, describing how her 7-month tenure has been riddled with relentless comparisons. But this particular remark cut deeper. Here's what she said on her long post.
I would say that what led to my writing the post was not really very relevant. It was just a comment that was made. It was a comment that was made perhaps from a sense of, or from a position of humor. But the thing is, behind the humor, there is a entire value connotation, and that value connotation is that the kind of administration that I do is black, and the connotation is that because it was black, it is not good, that there was something wrong with it. And I thought, the reason that you brought that black in is because my skin is dark, on the one hand, and then it goes beyond that to imply that that blackness is not good quality. And so both of these need to be, both of these are actually cultural constructs that need to be challenged. That's not the truth of it. I mean, what is wrong with being? What is wrong about black? Isn't it more a perception than a reality? It is important to claim blackness as something which is worthwhile and beautiful. I mean, I don't think that my being chief secretary has anything to do with it. It is a fact that I'm a woman and I'm dark. And, that is a reality of my life. And it's a reality that for a while I've been also defensive about. And I think it's high time for me to not to feel defensive about either the fact that I'm a woman or that I am dark. It's time that I own both of these and that I come out strongly. And by my coming out strongly, maybe it'll help those people who are going through similar feelings of insecurity and inadequacy, to feel that, we're worth it and we don't need external validation. So going beyond external validation to become the external validator itself. So I need to validate myself. I need to validate everybody who is black and beautiful.
Well, let's go across to Shreya now for more on this, interesting story. And Shreya, it's nice to move away from all controversies and, politics. And this is a very important topic that the Chief Secretary has raised. Imagine a person in such a high position, but even then, this comment about her black skin really hurt, and it led to her writing this long post on social media where she talks about the insecurities she's felt through her life. For 50 years, her dark skin has been something that has been talked about. She's felt insecure, and she says it's time to change this conversation. She also talks about how her children really, made her see how there's nothing wrong with having dark skin.
Well, that's right. This social media post is like a reminder to everyone that one's leadership qualities is not defined by one's skin color. Rather, it is defined by one's vision and dedication and resilience. And of course, someone as senior as Mrs. Muraleedharan, who is the Chief Secretary of Kerala, if a person of that stature is being pulled down because of her skin color, especially on social media, it just goes on to show that how deep-seated deep-seated, colorism is in the Indian society. You know, the standards of beauty is so it's maligned in the Indian society, and it's lovely how she mentions that it's her children, it is the future generation that is embracing their skin color, their authenticity, and she goes on to say that that black is a very poetic color, and that it is the all-pervasive truth of the universe because it absorbs all the color. And she also mentions that how for 50 years of her life, she has been living with this thought process that she's not good enough. Her color is not the color of her skin is not good enough. So this is a deeply entrenched colorism prejudice that we see all across the Indian society, and I'm sure like the younger generation, the future generation is embracing their authenticity and their authentic color, as Muraleedharan, Mrs.
Right.
Muraleedharan has posted in her social media, and she has also mentioned how that her tenureship, her stewardship is being compared with that of her husband's. So it is not just about her skin color, but also about her gender. So it comes
Yes.
across as a deeply, personal social media post, but it also has a larger thought-provoking message to it.